Hey there, everybody. It's been a few weeks since I've actually recorded on the server, and I have been very, very busy. As if you take a look around the few things behind me, there's a few things that are different. In fact, I have an almost 6-minute time lapse of everything that I've been working on, including I made an orphanage like I promised I would after that last tutorial video I just put out. So I'm gonna go find a bed so I don't get attacked by phantoms because I don't know how many days it's been since I've slept while that is being played. And I will see you in a moment. Click. Daytime. That was easy enough. So, yeah, this is new. This tree probably took me as much time to do as that over there did. In fact, that's different. I've been working on this for a few hours. Today, actually. I've cleared more of this out, and I have a basic shape of the road. I think I'm going to do this 3 deep. And the way this is going to end up looking in the end is there's going to be like a central area right about here. That's going to be like a visitor booth and like restrooms, because it's a campground stuff. And I'm going to have like trees bordering the fences, and the plan is to still have the entrance point be over here, so people would come in with their cars or vehicles or people, and this is going to be a full campground with very large trees and probably lots of podzol, and a couple of makeshift tents if I can figure out how to make them. But it's just going to be like this central location, and it's going to be like one ring and then another ring and then another ring until it fills out with enough space. And I will probably have an entrance into the park. I don't know, probably over here. I've cleared this out a little bit too. I need to get rid of those note blocks. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this yet. I thought about putting the main entrance into the park here, and I thought about putting it over there because that's where the train car's gonna come in. But that doesn't make sense because everything else is clear and the crap over there. I don't know. I haven't really like sorted that piece out yet. I'm just kind of worrying about this right now. I'll worry about the rest later. But let me show you the rest of the orphanage, because it is now done, even though that time lapse stopped with the roof not yet completed. It is now completed. So right over here, I still have the tracks into place and a couple of free-range villagers. So you can see I have decorated the outside. I've added a few smooth quartz blocks in with the bone blocks to kind of give it a little bit of texture. I do like the bushes and the vines. I'll probably end up putting string to keep the vines from coming all the way down. The outside planters, I don't know if I want to ruin them like I did to the same scale as the one game I made, where I've got one that is completely dilapidated and falling down and it's falling down. I don't think I want to take this quite that far. But in here, I'm not quite done decorating in here. This is excuse me. This is the kitchen, and I have some roast. I think that's rabbit for the fire, and I don't remember what I was doing with this armor stand. I was doing something with it. Where did it go? Oh dear. Well, I guess I didn't want that. And then I have an iron golem. I finally just... So, the villagers have this mechanic where if they don't see an iron golem after a certain amount of time, they will spawn them. And they kept spawning outside. So they just kept spawning them over and over and over again because they never saw the golem. So I ended up just killing them all and then bringing in a golem and making it in here so they would stop spawning them endlessly outside. So these are all the beds. I had this row and this row stacked, like double stack on top of these beds, but the villagers wouldn't sleep in the bottom ones, so I ended up moving them. I did push this wall back one for the chimney, and I think I'm going to push one more back. I haven't 100% figured out all the decor, and I'm not opposed to taking down a wall and changing a few things here and there. And I still want to put like a little meeting room. Wow, they are loud. Friendly creatures. Okay. put like a little meeting room with the table and chairs and some rugs in here. And I want to put another little table, maybe a couple bookshelves on this wall. It's still very much a work in progress, but for just kind of grabbing blocks and throwing it together, I'm actually really kind of happy how it turned out. This rail system was kind of interesting. Is some of this is still in place, I believe, underneath here. So the way this worked was the carts would come in, the activator rail would kick the villagers out, then the cart itself would hit the cactus, which would drop into the hopper, and then the hopper would end up coming into this dispenser, which when I put this in here, it powered this block here. So this came out and powered this, which powered that, which powered this, and it would send the minecarts back down the way. So it would only flash and be active if there was a minecart in it. And this was all it. I actually ended up making more powered rails because I didn't actually have enough to do this. I don't quite know why. I thought I should have more, but I don't know. But yeah. I think I have officially blocked these off from not... Yes. There's no more villagers to be bred, I believe. There's a couple of, like I said, free-range villagers that are bouncing around, and I'll gather them up at some point. But that's not a now thing. They can roam free and, like, have zombies kill them at their content. So the last thing I've done... Ow. Has been kind of a grindy project, and it was when I just did not have the brain capacity to build those things. I'll just dig, and I've been doing a lot of digging. It's not quite done. I mean, it goes a little bit under. I'm not gonna go down there right now because I will probably die. But it's a lot of digging, and I'm just gonna take it clear to bedrock. I think I'm gonna end up, like I said earlier, moving some of the storage system down here because my overflow protection isn't enough, so I clearly need more chests. So I'm just gonna pipe several things just underneath here, and I'm just gonna have a overflow that is ridiculously large, and I'll probably never need it again. I shouldn't say never, because this is me. I will probably end up needing it. But yeah, this is what I've been up to. All things told, all things told, this has been... Oh. So that hole was probably 20 hours. The orphanage took me the better part of a day, 5 or 6 hours. And the campground was again another 5 to 6 hours. So this was a time-lapse heavy and kind of a chatty episode. Mostly because I did a lot of it off camera, and this kind of design work is a lot of effort. It takes a lot of trial and error for trial. It takes a lot of... I can talk. I really can, but apparently not today. This kind of design work is a lot of trial and error, and it takes a lot of effort, and no one wants to watch me fumble through this build a dozen times before I get something that works. And I'll probably end up doing a lot more terraforming and landscaping. So this is going to be short, but this is still just showcasing 20 to 25 hours worth of work and effort into what I've done already, and I'm quite pleased with it. It is just a lot, and I just have a lot more left to do. So with that, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.